It's another beautiful day to be a Raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield, I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation, and you come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring them.
From Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. A little place hidden and not exactly easy to find. Now it's just down the street, past the house with the boarded up windows. Make sure you stop and ask Joe. He will point you in the right direction. He's always on the corner. He may be behind the bush, over by the tree, but he's in the vicinity of the corner. Just ask him and he'll hook you up. A couple more houses down the street, and on the right you'll find an alley. As you pass it, you'll feel a cool, cold breeze that chills you to your bone. Should I venture down that alley? If you have any goddamn sense, you will. Because deep at the end of that dark, dark alley, where the weak, the meek, and the rodents are afraid to go, is a little place we like to call deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction. And as it is every Tuesday on Raider Reaction, it's the Raider Nation Report. With yours truly, a solid 60 minutes of everything silver and black. And we are deep into training camp. And preseason is upon us. Real Black Friday is this Friday. Black Friday on steroids. Because we got actual Raider football. And you know we'll be bringing it to you live. So you'll have it in your hand wherever the hell you may be. Whether you're in Afghanistan, Iraq, fucking Swahili, fucking Korea, Japan, wherever. If you can get a signal and you can pull Raider Reaction, we're going to make sure you got the game. All you got to do is follow the page. It just may be the autumn wind, Bobby, blowing through that alley. It just may be. Now, we had a little Raider scrimmage action today, which, if that's not enough to get you excited, I don't know what the hell is. What's up, Raider King, watching us up there on YouTube? Thank you for joining me back. Appreciate it. We are simulcast live on Facebook as well as YouTube. So check us out on Hardcore Challenge Live Studio webcasts on our YouTube channel, or check us out the original spot, our Facebook page. We also have branched out. We're also on the Twitter. You know, I'm still figuring out the Twitter shit, and we've breached another social media outlet as well this week, as we're on Instagram now too. So go do whatever the fuck you do to us on Instagram as well, because we're on there now too, and I'm still trying to figure out exactly what the fuck that is as well, but we'll figure it out. So you got us on 4 different social media platforms now, and 2 are simulcasting live. So check us out, and we just got a new subscriber, Oh Sun Chips. Thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel. I will be in Miami, Edwin, and I look forward to meeting you as well. Now let's get right into it, because there is a ton of news. There's a ton of news, and I mean, let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get it out there, and let's get it off the. Let's get it out there and get it done for the show, because it's the #1 topic on everybody in Raider Nation's mind. What the fuck is going on with Khalil Mack? Pay the Mack! Pay the Mack! Defensive Player of the Year. And it's an interesting situation. You've got so many different angles. It's an interesting situation. It really, really is. And there's so many different dynamics of it. You've got the Aaron Donald factor. You've got the fact that we've been talking I've been saying for months that I knew 100% the #1 goal coming into this season for Khalil Mack and his agent was to what? Be the #1 highest paid defensive player in the league. That was their goal. That was their game plan. That was what they did in their war room as they're getting ready for their plan for this season. And Khalil Mack knew he was doing this all off season. He's just going to chill, work out in his own camp, and get himself ready. You're damn right I am, Ryan. You know better than ask that. And they're riding it to fruition. Now, here's the thing. Khalil Mack stands to lose over $10 million if he is not playing per his contract in week 1. It's his 5th year, and this means a lot. They got to get him taken care of. Now, Michael, that is the new rumor, because this is what happens, guys. Listen, this happens in every fucking holdout. It's the same script. We were doing this last year with Donald Penn. And his only went into 20-some days. Now, it's the same. They're going to trade him. We were going to trade Donald Penn last year too. Remember that? Got in a little scuff with the fan. He just had all kinds of shit going on. We were going to trade him. He had the shit going on with his wife, going through the divorce, and there was just so much garbage going on. Plus, he was holding out that Aaron did blow it, Michael. He is going to be a restricted free agent, but Aaron Donald is on the record of saying he don't give a shit what they do to him. He'll do the same thing he did last year When it comes time to game time, he'll show up, he'll play his games, and he's going to sit again next year and do the same damn thing again. He's willing to ride it out because he knows at the end he's going to get a gigantic payday. He knows he's going to get taken care of. Same with Mac. Khalil Mack is not going to risk ruining his brand by not playing this season. There is no way, no how. He sits out any games this season. I would be hard pressed to see him not playing in week 1. I'd be hard pressed to not see him playing in week 1 in silver and black. Honestly, I am still not biting on all this clickbait garbage from 247, 12 Up, all these other, frankly, freaking subpar and opinionated freaking news sources. You know, listen, that's like saying I'm the fucking got a slant and an opinion to damn near everything I say, so I'm not the fucking news. I'm not the news. That's like these guys saying they're the news. Listen, we put it out there. Our job at Raider Reaction is we go out and find all the Raider fucking stories out there that we can find, all the Raider pictures, all the Raider videos, anything silver and black that is out there in the world, we try to find it for you every day and we put it in one convenient spot for you. That's what we try to do. It's your job to sift through the bullshit. We're gonna show you the fucking stupid stories about this saying Mac's gonna get traded, and we let you sift through the bullshit. However, we do not put 247 or there's a couple others that we just don't share that shit to the page because it's just straight fluff and garbage. And I'm not gonna perpetuate that. I'm not gonna make you dig through shit when I know it's shit. That's just a waste of your time. And a waste of our time, quite frankly, even trolling their fucking page to take anything off it because it's opinionated garbage. I do not think Khalil Mack will get traded. I do not think it's a damaged relationship. It's gotten anywhere near that point. I honestly do not think anything in that realm is gonna happen. I honestly don't. Whoa. What the hell was that? I am going to be streaming the game versus the Lions. Make sure you stay tuned to the page. We're doing it a little different. 12 Up is the other one, Michael. They are no good. Freaking gremlins. Gremlins in the studio. Ah, it's fucking Steveljuice. No wonder. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. But the fact that people are biting on this, I'm seeing it in groups. People are really running with the fact that they think Khalil Mack is going to get traded. And guys, they're just playing the game, man. And if you watch... There was not a show last night, Bob. I apologize. We had some shit come up right before showtime, and we did not have a show. So you didn't miss anything. It just... Man. If you honestly think Khalil Mack is going to be traded, if you honestly, in your heart's heart, think... That's what we think about you if you really think Khalil Mack is going to be traded. That's what we think about you. So, please, we're all laughing at you. We don't think there's any way in hell that is going to happen. Except for Popeye, who's up there like, no. Come on now. This shit, it ain't going to happen. I'm telling you. Don't fool yourself. I know you're smarter than that, and it's the off season. You're worried. You know, we're all worried. A little bit. I mean, there's a tiny little bit of worry because there is always that outside chance that the craziest shit happens and, oh my God, we wake up and he's traded. But that is a very, very, very long shot. I don't see it happening. He's under contract this season. The Raiders have the ability to franchise tag him the next 2. We basically control him. We've got him by the balls for 3 years. Sure, he can stay home. But goddamn it, anytime we want, we can squeeze. And you're gonna come. And you're gonna play, or your ass is gonna sit for 3 fucking years, and you ain't gonna get paid dick. I don't see it going there. It's just a song and dance right now, and I don't see it going that far, anywhere near that far, and don't get excited yet. Like I said, until we get towards the end of preseason, and we're starting to look at week 1, if Khalil Mack ain't handled by then you can start getting concerned a little bit. Colin Cowherd is a douchebag. And yes, I listened to that. Colin Cowherd predicts us to be last. Colin Cowherd was riding Raider dick last season. He doesn't... Listen, Colin Cowherd is the type of guy that will take whatever hot take there is and run with it. That's Colin Cowherd. It was in vogue for him to be riding our jock last season, so he did it. Same way the year before. And then now it's, to go opposite of what everybody else is saying, because they all think the Raiders are going to be resurgence this season. So he wants to be the opposite of that and have the buzz take. So he says we're going to be last. Because why? You just mentioned it. Other people mentioned it. People are talking about it because he said the Raiders will be last. Fucking Gannett. You see it? Do you see it? Little bastard. He's dead now. Yeah, fuck that guy. I listen to him occasionally. He's all right, but he's the type of guy. He's your... he doesn't even have a real... How would you describe him? He's like a shock jock sports talk guy. You know? He tries to be shocking. He's like the Howard Stern of fucking sports talk. That's what Cowherd is. He tries to be that edgy guy. He tries to always take the alternate takes. So you don't even know if he's being real. You don't know if he's being real. What's up, Michael? Thank you for joining us on YouTube, watching on our YouTube channel. Simulcast live on YouTube and Facebook. And thank everybody for joining us on a Tuesday Raider Nation Report. I appreciate any second you guys spend with us on Raider Reaction, because, quite frankly, without you guys, we would be nothing. We're nothing without the nation, and we appreciate any second you guys spend with us here at Raider Reaction, new or old, our band of pirates. We appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. God damn it, Hot Neil. Look what you've done. Look what you've done. You son of a bitch. Oh, I'm going to get into that in a minute, Raider King. You got to give me a minute, but I'm going to get into that. That's on my itinerary for the night. But let's touch on what happened today, which is the hottest shit that happened today. Let's touch on that because you had Raider action on the field. We had live Raider action on the field, and I mean, how could you... Did you guys... I'm sure you've seen it. Everybody's seen it. The video's everywhere of Jordy Nelson putting work on the Detroit Lion corner. On the sideline. Beautiful play. And he would have been going to the house. That was nice. Although I think he did actually technically touch him, so he probably would have been down right there. But it was a hell of a catch. And it's just nice to see. It's just, it's nice to see them having live competition. Coop also looked good as well. But then there's Martavius Bryant, who now, we all had the big hype. With the draft day trade, we're all hyped about Martavius Bryant, as long as he can put the bong down. We were talent-wise, we thought he was good. But currently, he's not working with the first team. He is not exactly winning Gruden over. Not exactly winning Gruden over. Who's it? Hold on.
You are one pathetic loser.
You gonna pop up in here and start talking shit? Who's it? You a fan of, motherfucker? A Lions fan? Oh my God. Hey, let me introduce you to something. Welcome to Raider Reaction, douchebag. Welcome to Raider Reaction. You see that? You see that? This is a little thing we like to call the kiddie table. I'm sure you've heard of the kiddie table before. You have it at your family reunion. It's nothing new. Well, see, the kiddie table is filled up of all the teams who have never, ever hoisted a Lombardi trophy. So, in any football conversation, just like at the family reunion, fucking fans like you are to be seen but not heard. Because you have nothing to say in a football conversation because you have never reached the pinnacle of fucking anything. So sit down, take your bitch ass to the corner, and shut the fuck up. You're at the kiddie table, where you will always be. A Lions fan. That's like seeing a Yeti. A Lions fan. It's like a Sasquatch sighting. I didn't even know those actually existed. Those really exist? Lions fans? Man. You know what? I live in a melting pot. I walk around on Sunday. I will literally see guys wearing every fucking jersey there is.
You are one pathetic loser.
But I do not see anybody wearing.
Here he is, the biggest douche of the universe. In all the galaxies, there's no bigger douche than you.
So, thanks for playing. Get your parting gift. And get the fuck out, Lion Boy. Take your ass back to the kiddie table. And thank you for joining us. Now, see, we invite teams like the Lions in for practice because, I mean, come on. It's the fucking Lions. They're not smart enough to really, take anything from your playbook or even be able to use it against you later. Because, quite frankly, they're a toilet paper franchise. The rest of the league wipes their ass with them. That's the Lions. So, thank you for stopping by. We appreciated it. It was fun, Lions fan. Thanks for stopping by. Now, I told you I was in a mood tonight. It was just going to be one of those nights. That's all. Raider King, you hit it nail on the head. This sums up the Lions' existence right here in one statement. The greatest player you ever fucking had would rather retire than play for your goddamn franchise another fucking season. That sums up the Detroit Lions franchise in one statement.
Oh, yeah.
Sums it up. Barry Sanders would have rather retired. Two, honestly, Raider King. You're right, two, because Megatron did the same thing. They're basically two of the greatest players ever would rather go home, never play football again, than have to wear that shitty-ass jersey and play in that... How sad is that?
You are one pathetic loser.
That's sad. That's sad.
Epic fail.
Nice try. Now, moving on. Let's talk some silver and black. Emmanuel Lamore looked good against his old team, the Lions. We had some positive things. Carr threw his first pick, which, everybody's gonna have a cow about that. Jesus H. Christ. It's practice. If you can't try to fit a ball in where you normally wouldn't try in practice, then, that's where you make mistakes, in practice. You try to push things to the limit in practice, because if you get a pick six in practice, it doesn't really matter. So you try to see. So the fact you saw some interceptions today meant they were trying to put things in. They were working on their accuracy and trying to put the ball in there. It doesn't mean it's nothing negative. It's practice. I feel like Allen Iverson. We talking about practice? So it was positive. I want to, pretty much camp for the most part has been positive. You've seen Mario Edwards Jr. picked up a pass rush move from Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp. Regardless of what you think of Warren Sapp, he is still a Hall of Famer and a talented individual. He's just a subhuman piece of garbage, but he's a talented individual. So he taught Mario Edwards a couple moves, and he really was schooling the Lions' top pick. That's a nice little something to see happening today. Now, a disturbing thing that I seen, because I did see that Obi was back yesterday, and he had a little first team action, which was nice to see, because I'm really hoping Obi makes a nice comeback this season, because he was a disappointment, much like Connolly was last year. But Obi's on the freaking shelf again. One day, and he's back on the shelf. Blown up already. Are we ever going to see a healthy Obi Melifonwu? Are we ever going to see a healthy Garyon Connolly? It's still, honestly, it really remains to be seen. It really does. And it's very disappointing to see that Obi is shelved again. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. Very, very frustrating. But we'll see. We'll see if the man comes around. It's, one day with the first team, and then he's not even on the field the next. It's very unfortunate. Now, Garyon Connolly, I still want to say they're being precautionary, the hip, but man, this was almost verbatim what we said last season. So far from the rookies, JD, we have seen it's been pretty positive. Marcel Aitman has been a very positive wide receiver. You've heard a lot out of him. Colton Miller, our first-round pick lineman, we've heard a lot of positive things out of him. He's getting good reps. So, we've also heard some good things about our kicker, Panero, who is, basically since we cut Trevecchio, he is the heir apparent. It looks like we're going to go with the rookie combo of Townsend at punter. We're going with the Gator punter and the Gator kicker. The one that the other held for the kicker in college. So it's a good combination to bring them both in as well. So it's I did hear good things about Warren too. I've actually heard really good things about most of the rookies. Hurst you're hearing a lot of positive things about Hurst. I got a feeling this guy is going to be huge when the season gets here. Arden Key is going to be huge when the season gets here. We've got some nice young freaking talent. Nice young talent. And I feel positive. Now, we did bring in, we released Shaquille Richardson, and we did bring in some extra depth at defensive back with Rayshawn Pringle, bringing him over. He really didn't, he doesn't, stat-wise, the guy hasn't seen much action. He basically played preseason last season, and, not a lot of action. He's a camp body. Depth at corner, obviously, with Garyon Connolly down. We've got a couple safeties banged up, although Joseph did return today after he got banged up yesterday. I certainly hope not, Bob. I certainly hope not. I'm very positive on Conley, man. I'm very positive on Conley. Oh. Did somebody say his name? The Jawalrus? Did I hear a mention of the Jawalrus? Man, we try not to mention the Jawalrus because every time you start talking about the draft, somebody brings up Jawalrus Russell. And we got to get rid. We try not to mention the Jawalrus Goku Kachu here. So, obviously, he's our biggest draft bust ever. And I don't like to mention him. $70 million fucking boat anchor that guy was. He was the Jawalrus Goku Kachu. You fat purple drinking lazy bastard. So, ReACTIon Pringle gives us some depth. Now, Raider King touched on it earlier, and I want to jump into it. The Hall of Fame was obviously the biggest story this weekend, Raider related. You're late, Al. We just talked about that. Now, the biggest thing, obviously, this weekend was the Hall of Fame. And technically, there was a Raider that was inducted into the Hall of Fame this weekend. I would never consider him a Raider, but I know there are some that do. That dude was never a Raider. He never played as a Raider. He took fucking plays off. He sabotaged the team. The guy was a piece of shit the whole time he wore silver and black. Not a Raider. Now, you wore a tie that had, names of folks killed by police officers. You got out there and cried on the podium for me. So I'm supposed to now have some sort of soft spot because you tried to humanize yourself and bring down your guard up on the podium, and you tried to be one of those speeches that you were gonna they're gonna redo and NFL Network every fucking year. I don't buy that shit. Listen, I may have been born during the day, but I sure the fuck wasn't born yesterday. Randy Moss, I don't forget your bullshit in Mexico a couple seasons ago. I'm not a Raider. I was never a Raider. Listen. You weren't even close to remotely being a Raider. Ever. You were a piece of garbage. You were a spoiled diva. You were a crappy teammate. I have no more respect for you after this weekend than I did prior to this weekend. I don't. And nothing's going to change that. At all. You have two of his jerseys? That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I'm not one for burning jerseys, but Randy Moss jersey, that could find its way in a bonfire. Sapp was more of a Raider than I'll agree with that, Raider King. Sapp was more of a Raider. Sapp at least played for us. Listen, when Sapp was on the team, we were a garbage fucking team, but Warren Sapp played. He played. He liked his defensive coordinator, and he played. Randy Moss never fucking played as a Raider. Ever. He went out there, he took plays off. You could watch Randy Moss on any given play, and you knew if he even had a chance or a realm of being in the play. You can tell by the way he left the line if it was a run. If Randy Moss wasn't involved with the play, he jogged off the line of scrimmage. He didn't commit to routes. He sabotaged the fucking team the entire time he was there. He's a joke. Nothing made me happier than to see Randy Moss go to New England, blow it up, and then lay an egg on the biggest stage ever. Nothing made me happier than to know that that man will never, ever, ever, that piece of shit never, ever, ever got a championship ring. Ever.
Here is the biggest douche of the universe. In all the galaxies, there's no bigger douche than you.
Randy Moss, never a Raider, ever a Raider. Fuck you. I don't even want to talk about you anymore. So much I don't like your ass. King is having a horrible time in Denver. Oh, Raider J, since you brought that up, man, I gotta touch on that. That made me smile. Like that was a happy one of the make you smile stories. To hear that Marquette King hates being a donkey. He's already going after other players. He's going after media. He's sick. Man, it ain't even got cold there yet, bruh. It ain't even got cold. Ain't even got cold. Now, how you gonna like it in when weather starts changing every other day? It ain't Cali, bro. You think it sucks now? Oh yeah, it's really gonna suck. Good luck. Good luck there.
You're an idiot.
Good luck there.
You're an idiot.
Good luck there. Good luck, Queen. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Now, the scrimmage today, pretty much everything I've heard out of the scrimmage was positive. We've seen positive things from our rookies. We've seen nice, positive routes, positive video, positive from our top wide receivers. The only negative thing I've really seen today, and I don't even take it as a negative, was the first day in camp that our quarterbacks threw some picks. Camp is when you should throw picks. Not a lot of picks, obviously. You don't want to see them going out there and just fucking serving them up. But that training camp is when you are supposed to test yourself. It's when you try to fit things in a little tighter hole that you wouldn't try to during the game. It's when you try to hone yourself in. We try to, you're working with your receivers and you're trying to get that timing down. So to try and force something in a tight hole and getting it picked in training camp, I don't see that as a negative. You are zeroing yourself in. Anybody that's ever fired anything knows you got to zero yourself in. Damn, Raider King, you're just dropping all kinds of names up there. D'Angelo Hall was not a Raider either. There's another fucker took the money and run. Exactly. It's just working out the bugs, JD. That's when you're supposed to try new things, try new moves, try new plays. Try a little extra footstep if you're the wide receiver. Try a little extra wiggle. Try a little extra fake. A little extra fade. That's when you try things as a quarterback. You're working with your release a little bit. You're messing with your footwork. You're trying different things. That's what you're supposed to do. So you can't get excited if you see your quarterback throw a pick in training camp and lose your mind. But of course it's going to be a story because they need something to write about right now. Right? Just like I need something to talk about. So that's what we got. What we got is what we got. And that's what's going on right now. And it's training camp. I'm very excited to see what we get to see as some of these guys in real live game action, which we are going to get to see on Friday. Now, if you're a follower of the Raider Reaction page, I got a secret to tell you. We are going to be streaming all of the preseason games just like we did last season. However, now that the page has bloomed and blossomed, we've got a big following now, We're on multiple social medias. Thank you, Reggie. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you, man. New and old, our band of pirates. We always appreciate every one of you. So thank you for stopping in. But we're going to do it a little different. Shut up, Papa. We're going to do it a little different this season. So all you got to do, 30 minutes before kickoff of every preseason game, just come on over to Raider Reaction. And right at the top of our page will be a post containing the link. All you gotta do is click on that link, and there's your game. We have set up rave pages all throughout Facebook. Hardcore Challenge Live Studio webcast rave pages all throughout Facebook. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stream them on the completely dead rave page. Then when the stream's over, we delete the fucking page. And next week we'll be on a different one. And even if they happen to kill that stream, don't worry. Just go back to the Raider Reaction page. We'll post up a new link, and it'll be streamed on another page. And if they take that one down, don't worry. Just go back to the Raider Reaction page. We'll post a new link, and it'll be streamed on another page. Why? Because you will not keep us from getting the game to the Raider Nation around the world. Fuck the man. Rick, if he doesn't get healthy, it's a distinct possibility. God damn it, Lines, you son of a bitch. Keep Steve Juice out of the studio. Come on. Now we've had a Jawalrus sighting and a Steve Juice sighting in the same show. It's getting rough around here. It's getting rough around here. Goo-goo-ka-choo. He's the Jawalrus. It's been just a little bit savage in here tonight. Just a little bit savage. So, we got you covered. Now, I know the nice thing is we've got the big buzz with John Gruden being the coach this season. NFL Network is showing live 3 of the Raider preseason games. So you're not going to need to rely on us, obviously, as much as we did last season, where they were, airing like week 3 of preseason, the Cowboys versus the Raiders, and they've got the son of a bitch playing on a 3-hour fucking delay. What kind of horse shit is that? We said, that shit's got to be done live. So that's why we got started with doing the preseason games last season. Now this season, obviously, they are showing them on NFL Network. They are showing them in live time, real time. So a lot of people are going to be able to get them. But there are a lot of Raider Nation that's got to work, that you're going to be traveling, you're going to be out of the country, you're in the military, and you're not going to be able to stream the game. The only way you're going to be able to watch it's one of these in your hand. And you know what? We got you back, and we're going to make sure, because it is our mission statement at Raider Reaction, to paint the world silver and black. Oh, Bob, I have a very, very special treat for you. I wasn't even going to tell you, but since you asked, Bob, a very special treat for you. In not even 2 weeks, we are going to have a very special guest in studio with me as we have a little preseason Goes to the Post as Prime will be making the trip deep behind the enemy lines and joining me in studio for a very special 1-hour show as we give you a little get ready for the 2018 season breakdown. So we rip through all the divisions and how we think everything's going to shake out this season. Prime and myself, Prime and the Commish, back together in studio for a very, very, very special show. 2 weeks. I will be posting it, and thank you for asking, Bob. It's a nice segue. I'd been meaning to mention it, and I got so much shit on my mind every night. If I can't remember to get everything out. So that's going to be If you don't remember who Prime is, you need to go back to last season. Ghost of the Post started with Prime and the Commish. Every Monday and Wednesday. It was at the infant stage of Raider Reaction and carried us all the way through most of the season. So if you don't know about Prime and the Commish, go check out our archived videos on our YouTube channel. Hardcore Challenge Live, Studio Webcasts. Actually, one just popped up in my memories today. Right about this time, because right now, last year, Ghost of the Post. And Prime was sitting here with me. Prime was sitting here with me. We may just get a Prime cut. You never know. We may just get a Prime cut. We haven't had one for a while. So, we were waiting to drop the news, but we are going to have a very, very special show as Prime is coming to visit, and he's going to be in studio with me, and that's going to be a freaking blast. That will be an awesome show. That will be an awesome show. He is going to visit very, very soon. Very, very soon. He's coming down here for a 4-day weekend with me, and we're going to do a few shows while he's here. Now, like I said, today was I do not think Mac will be traded. Cornell Love. Absolutely not. Do not think Mac will be traded. I do not think Mac will be traded. And I appreciate you stepping in, even though you're a Dirty Bird fan and you're on the kitty table. At least you stepped in respectfully, and thank you. I appreciate that. Yo, we welcome any of the 31 enemies into Raider Reaction. We'll welcome you. Because listen, without the 31 enemies, who the hell would we be playing? All we ask is you step in, rep your team, and bring the fire. That's the only rule of Raider Reaction. Now, unfortunately, if you are on the kitty table, we do ask you to sit in the corner and kindly shut the hell up, because you really don't have much to say, because you've never, ever, ever done anything. But I don't mind it when we have a respectful opposing fan join us. It's the ones that step in here and then they think they want to talk shit from friggin' Jump Street. Those are the ones we unleash the wrath upon. And the rest of you, fuck it. It's just football. Now, it's been a lot going on this week. I know the top topic is still Khalil Mack, but I'm telling you, temper your excitement. He's not going anywhere, and he will be a Raider this season. We are not going to lose Khalil Mack. He stands to lose a lot of money if he doesn't fulfill his contract obligation and suit up and play week 1. We can franchise tag him next year. We can franchise tag him the following year. We've got Khalil Mack by the balls. We're just letting him play his game right now. But anytime we need to squeeze, we can. And that's the truth. Khalil Mack is not going to ruin his brand. And I don't think they're going to damage the relationship by dragging this out too far. It just is what it is. There's holdouts every season. And the majority of the time they get handled. Yeah, Sapp was at practice today. I mentioned that earlier, Raider King, before you jumped on, that he was helping out Mario Edwards Jr. Yeah, Prime was on all the time, O'Kill. He was a stable here with us. He was a stable. Just unfortunately, Prime's studio is in his garage, and Prime lives up north. And it got damn fucking cold. And then he had other things come up. He's a busy dude. But he is coming back with us. He is going to be joining us again. And he'll be back. But it's going to be sweet to have him live here in studio, because I've never had him in studio, and that's going to be awesome. That is going to be awesome. Now, I like to wrap up every one of my Raider Nation reports with a special segment. Now, tonight, I'm even going to give myself a little extra time because this is a juicy edition. It's a little segment, in case you've never joined me before, that I like to call the WTF. Now, as I'd mentioned earlier, when we got into the douchebag Randy Moss, I had mentioned earlier there were some other guys that were inducted as well this weekend. There was actually a whole 2018 draft class. You had Hines Ward, you had Dawkins. Actually, not Hines. You had Moss, Ray Lewis. You had a solid class. You even had another guy. A guy who chose to not even show up to the pinnacle of your career.
Pathetic loser. You are one pathetic loser.
Terrell Owens decided to not accept his invitation to come to the Hall. Urlacher too. I didn't name them all off. I just named a few. Decided not to come. Now, going to the Hall of Fame should be the pinnacle and should be a cherry on top of your career. And not only is it for you, it's not for you as much as it is for your family, your friends, the people that helped you get to the pinnacle of the sport, the people that were there along the way. You get a chance to acknowledge those folks that helped you because nobody ever made it on their own. You get a chance to bring your friends, your family, to share this special occasion, this once in a lifetime that only a very small percentage ever get a chance to do. You get to bring your friends, you get to share all that with them. You get to share all that with them. So it's not just about you. So not only did T.O. cheat himself by not going to the Hall of Fame, he cheated his friends, his family, and everybody that ever helped him along the way to get there. Yes, I do 100% believe that Terrell Owens should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. Statistically, he's in the top 3 receivers in history. He's up there in the top 5. The guy is, listen, he's an asshole. He's an egomaniac. He's a shitty teammate. But when you put the guy on the field and you put a helmet on him, put some pads on him, he was one of the best receivers there was during his era. So the fact that he was not a first-round Hall of Famer, yeah, he was snubbed. Of course he was snubbed. The reason he was snubbed is because you were a jackass. But to not go to the Hall, to not accept your gold jacket on the biggest stage you'll ever get a chance to be on, to not get your bust given to you on the biggest stage you'll ever be on, to not be able to acknowledge your friends, your family, to have them there, to be able to be part of that. And the opposite of that spectrum, you see a guy in Jerry Kramer for the Packers. Historically, one of the greatest players historically that ever played for that team. He waited decades, not years, T.O. Decades. And what did he do? He brought every member of his family. He brought all of his friends. He brought everybody that ever helped him get there. And he soaked in every single second because that was the cherry on top of his career. And he wanted to share it with everybody. He was humbled. T.O. doesn't know how to be humbled. It's all about T.O. And even after the day after, he goes out there and has a tryout on some fucking half-ass field for the fucking Saskatchewan Roughriders. Because at 44 years old, T.O. still cannot accept that it's over. He can't take his cherry on top because he can't accept the fact it's over. You were out there having trouble separating from an average professional corner. At best, his talent was that of an average professional corner. And you were not able to create separation from him. But you think at 44 years old that you are still that damn good. Terrell Owens, I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you that you can't get out of your own head and out of your own way enough to allow yourself to be at the Hall of Fame ceremony this weekend. Because I think if you were there, I think it would have got to you. To understand what kind of team that you're joining now with that gold jacket. You're now in a fraternity, one of the most exclusive fraternities there are in professional athletes. And you told that entire team, that fraternity of professional athletes, fuck you. I don't give a shit if I'm part of your team or not. Man, getting in the Hall of Fame is an honor that most people will never ever have. Terrell Owens. What the fuck? Now, tomorrow, as it is every Monday and Wednesday on Raider Reactions, goes to the post as we drop back deep in the pocket and let it fly league-wide. As we're going to hit on all the hot league topics tomorrow, because you got to keep up on your 31 enemies. You must be an educated fan, and it is our duty to make sure you are an educated fan. So we will get into all of that tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. As always, our band of pirates, we appreciate each and every damn one of you. Thank you for joining us on Raider Reaction. Tomorrow's Goes to the Post. Thursday, we got the Raider Nation Ricochet. And Friday, you come right here. And we got your Black Friday. It's going to be a half hour late because it starts a half an hour later than our show usually starts. But we got live Raider football for you. As it's time for the first preseason game. Right here, Monday through Friday. Same Raider time, same Raider channel. Plus, we got all our other shows sprinkled out through the rest of the week. But your official Raider Reaction webcast, right here. Same Raider time, same Raider channel, Monday through Friday. That's up until the season. Then when the season gets here, pregame, halftime, postgame show. Every damn thing. We got so much shit going on for you this season. Mission statement, paint the world silver and black. And we're going to continue that in 2018. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter. Hit us up on Instagram. Like and follow us on Facebook. I will see you tomorrow. I'm out. Peace, love, Raider Nation!